With Smoke-Free Illinois being its 5-year anniversary this year and being involved with that initiative, I guess, in the Tobacco-Free Communities grant over the last 11 years that I've worked at the health department, it was kind of a breath of fresh air to actually see stuff moving towards the outside now rather than just indoor places.
I have been around smoking, pretty much all my life, so I wasn't sure how I was going to tackle this specific initiative.
It was exciting because he had sent out all these letters and we were waiting for winter to get over.
So we set that up, and it ended up being May when I got to approach them, which was Park District time again, people starting to use the parks. So we put it in the hands of the different community members to make the decision whether or not they thought this was something they wanted to go after. And Altona was the first village that we did hear from.
And when he came and said Altona was the first one, we were excited, and also in the same facet, we weren't real sure if we were going to have our largest, county seat being of Galesburg or our small communities. We weren't sure which was going to be more difficult.
My first thought was, well, we don't need to do this, but then I thought, well, that really isn't my choice. It should be a board decision or get input from the community.
And so having one of our smallest communities come in, and say, yes, we want you to come to our board meeting, we want you to talk about this, was amazing.
They asked for us to come speak to them when they had one of their meetings and to talk about the grant and how it could help their community.
With anything, it always takes a while to get people educated. So we brought it up, we talked about it. And
I thought one of the best ways is to check out their own parks.
My kids are older, and so I don't come down here that much myself personally.
So an hour before their meeting, I came to this park and decided to start looking to see just how much litter and if there was evidence that people did smoke in this park. And I did come across this much as far as debris that was in the park area. So I collected this in the clear tubes.
They were by all the playground equipment. They were in a trash can, that was tied, literally chained to this, to the pavilion. That was amazing to see that not only is it a health hazard for the kids, but it was a safety hazard.
And took it to the meeting with me.
I was shocked a little bit. I was like, wow, there's that much up there?
They actually adopted policy and signed it into law with their community and sent me copies of that policy. We ordered them signs that said that it was a no smoking community, but the benefit there was that they did all public property that's owned by the village is smoke free. So it's not just the parks. They went one step further and covered all areas where any resident would be. So,
because not only did we just go smoke free, we went all village property. So technically that includes no smoking down a public sidewalk.
That's nice to see that they're taking it seriously and adding above and beyond what our request is.
Because with our public places, we can look at parks, we can look at the villages, we can work, with some of the housing to work on the parks that are on their property to go. So I think the goals that we can have are going to be endless and very exciting with this grant.
They were really the leader in Knox County for this initiative.
And like anything that's new, it's going to take a while for people to realize.
Smoking just really doesn't have any place in enjoying nature. And parks are set aside for children to enjoy the different playground equipment, to enjoy family events, picnics and stuff with their families. And smoking just really doesn't fit into that whole equation.
You want everything good for the kids. Fresh air for them to breathe and so forth.
Any little step you can get to move forward that's a positive one, that changes your whole outlook. And I think with getting more and more momentum from our small communities, I think that's going to help our goals and enhance the future of the grant.